What's going on, guys, and welcome to Snapshot 21w39a. So this is a little bit smaller of a snapshot, just like last week, so not a whole lot was changed, but I just wanted to show you guys this terrain generation here. I just started up the snapshot and loaded up this world with a random seed, and we have a giant spruce taiga biome right here, with a stony shores separating that from a dark oak biome here. So I thought that was just really interesting terrain generation. But getting into some of the changes that they made in this snapshot, there are not a ton of them, but the biggest change is they added in new advancements. So I'm just going to dig all the way down to the bottom of the world here, and then we are going to see the first advancement. Okay, so I have this tunnel here that goes all the way up from the surface to the bottom of the world here. And to show off the first advancement that they added, I am just going to run this command here, and then you will see it appear once I hit the bottom of the world here, and I should probably stop flying. And as you can see there, they added the new advancement caves and cliffs. And in order to get this advancement, you have to fall from the top of the world, so the build limit, to the bottom of the world. And you also have to survive. So in order to achieve this one in survival, I'm assuming you're probably going to need to put water at the bottom in order to survive, but that is the first new advancement. The next new advancement is called Feels Like Home, and all you have to do to get this advancement is to ride a strider in lava for 50 blocks in the overworld. For this next advancement, we have to go all the way up to the build height limit, and I'll just build up there really quick. Alright, so I did go to a mountain biome so that I didn't have to build up as much, but I am here at the build height limit, as you can see. And what you have to do now is you have to first get a villager up here, and then you have to trade with them. So I do need to get one of these. So he is a fisherman now, and I will get some emeralds really quick. And you have to take a villager to build height and trade with them, and you will get the advancement called Star Trader. Like I said, in order to get this advancement, you will have to get a villager all the way up to build height limit, which is probably going to be rather difficult. Actually, it might not be too bad if you have a minecart system. It'll probably be pretty easy to get one up here, but then you just have to trade with them at build height limit and you will get the advancement Star Trader. So then for the final advancement that they added in this snapshot, you will need to come into a Meadow Biome and you will need to place a jukebox in here and then play music. And then once you play the music, you'll get the advancement called Sound of Music. So again, to get that advancement, you will need to play music in a jukebox in a Meadow Biome. So those are all of the new advancements that they added in this snapshot. I don't know if they're going to add any more in any of the future snapshots. That may be it for this 1.18 update, but there are a few new advancements that you can get now. Now, getting into some of the other changes, the first one that I'll go over is in the Meadow Biome. The lone tree, as you can see here, will now always spawn with a beehive on it. So in a Meadow Biome, if you get a lone tree like this spawning, 100% of the time it will have a beehive on it, and as you can see here, we are in fact in a Meadow Biome. Now getting into another one of the changes, in the dripstone cave biomes here, you can now get drown spawning in these aquifers. So if we are lucky here, then we might be able to see some drown spawning in this dripstone caves right here. In addition to that change, they also made it so that zombies will no longer spawn in the dripstone cave biomes, which I think is kind of cool, I guess. I don't think it'll really affect anything that much, but it's a little thing that they did, and zombies will no longer spawn in the dripstone cave biomes. The next change that they made has to do with buried treasures. If I can find it, here it is. So now buried treasures have a chance of, spawning with a potion of water breathing, as you can see there. This one happened to spawn with water breathing, and that was left over from when I was in the cave. So buried treasures will now have a chance of containing a potion of water breathing. And another change, as you can see here, they changed the status effects to show up on the right side of your inventory. Previously, they showed up on the left side of the inventory. And this change was made so that if you have the recipe book open, previously it would cover up your status effects, but now since they show up on the right side of your inventory, the recipe book will no longer cover up the status effects, which I think is a very good quality of life improvement. So there was one more change that made it in this snapshot that was not mentioned in the changelogs, but now you are able to update older worlds into this latest snapshot, whereas previously in older snapshots it would say that the world was created in an incompatible version of Minecraft. So that message is no longer being displayed, which means that you can technically upgrade older worlds into the latest snapshot. But I still would advise you not to do that because these snapshots are not very stable, and yeah, it's just not a good idea in general. But anyway, those are all the changes for this snapshot. Again, it was a little bit smaller of a snapshot, not a whole lot was changed, but that is it. So if you did enjoy this snapshot video and you want to see more of these, then make sure to hit that like and subscribe button down below. But that is all for this one, so as always, don't forget to keep building.